Imagine driving a massive cargo train across the vast wilderness, only to come across a pack of wolves guarding something on the tracks. What would you do? For the young engineer in our story, this was not just a hypothetical question, but a real-life dilemma that would test his courage and compassion. With quick thinking and a brave heart, he faced a situation that left him stunned and in disbelief. But the true impact of his actions would only be revealed later, as the events of that fateful day unfolded and the reason behind the wolves' behavior became clear. Get ready for a heart-warming tale of unexpected kindness and heroism in the face of adversity. David had been working as a train operator for several years, and he was passionate about his job. He enjoyed the thrill of driving a massive cargo train across the vast wilderness, with nothing but the sound of the engine and the wind in his ears. It was a job that required skill and quick thinking, and David had a reputation for being one of the best in his field. On this particular day, David was driving a cargo train through a remote part of the wilderness. He had been on the job for several hours when he saw a strange shadow on the tracks up ahead. As he got closer, he realized that the shadow was a pack of wolves. Wolves usually stayed away from trains, so this was an unusual sight. David quickly assessed the situation and realized that the wolves were guarding something on the tracks. He also noticed that they seemed agitated and were moving around restlessly. Without hesitation, David activated the emergency brakes, bringing the massive train to a halt. He climbed down from the locomotive and approached the pack, being careful not to startle them. As he got closer, he saw that the wolves were guarding a small bundle of rags. David was stunned by what he saw. The bundle was actually a small, abandoned baby. The wolves had been guarding the baby and keeping it warm, even though it was a very unusual sight for wolves to do such a thing. David quickly scooped up the baby and brought it back to the train. He contacted the nearest town and arranged for medical help to meet him at the next station. The baby was in good health and was soon adopted by a loving family. News of the young engineer's heroic actions soon spread, and he became a local hero. People were amazed and couldn't believe that a pack of wolves had been guarding a baby. David, on the other hand, remained humble and simply stated that he was just doing his job and doing what was right. As it turned out, the baby's parents had been on a hike in the wilderness and had become lost. The wolves, being the protective creatures that they were, had taken it upon themselves to guard the baby until help arrived. David's actions that day had not only saved a life, but had also shown the world the unexpected kindness and compassion of the wild. His story became a legend and inspired people to look beyond their preconceived notions and see the beauty and goodness in all creatures. Years went by, and David continued to work as a train operator. He never forgot the pack of wolves and the baby he had rescued, and often thought about that day whenever he saw wolves on his travels.